Hey, what's up, everybody? Jim with Reverb.com. We are at the Old Town School of Folk Music here in Chicago, and I'm here with Bill Frisell. Thanks for taking the time, Bill.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. You know, usually we start with the rig, but I'm more interested in talking about this Collings. How long have you had this one?
Yeah, a couple years, and I'm playing it off and on. And this tour now, I've had it out for almost 5 weeks or so. When I originally got it, it had these Lawler, I think they're called Imperial humbuckers.
Yeah.
I've been messing with it a little bit. So I switched. These are also Lawler. They're like Filtertron.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called exactly. I added the Bigsby.
There's actually like plug holes for the
Yeah,
stop bar and everything.
they did it at the factory. Like, I mean, their attention to detail is pretty extraordinary.
And I know, I mean, you've been playing tellies.
And I have to say, that's where I'm most at home.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a few of them that are variations on the same, different pickups, but just everything is in a comfortable spot for me. And my first guitar was a Fender Mustang, and then I got a Fender Jaguar, but then I got an Esquire for like $60 in a pump. Boy, I wish I had, it was like a 50-something Esquire that I got.
Did you ever have a 335 or something like that? Or is this more just like
well,
Bill Collings' masterpiece?
No, I guess this is guitar nerd people are listening.
That's what this is. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I had another regret that I had. I had a Trini Lopez that was, I don't even know what year it was, but it was a nice one. For a long time, I played an ES-175, and then I played an SG for a long time.
Really?
I mean, so after my earliest Fender experiences, I switched over to like Gibson scale and like this ES-175 was kind of my main guitar. When I knew that I was going to play music for the rest of my life, I put more hours on that 175 than probably any guitar. And there's something good about being with one guitar, but then also when I go to a new guitar, maybe it's even uncomfortable or something, but it'll maybe draw something, there'll be some overtones or some subtle thing that'll lead me into some area that I hadn't thought of. There is that aspect of just, let's just turn it on and see what it does, and maybe it'll inspire something. But usually like if you just start from a naked guitar and then there's something, I wish I could get a little more, something in your imagination, that's where they all came from. Even with just a distortion box, that was maybe the first pedal I got. Like I was actually thinking about the sound of a trumpet. I was trying to, and how can I get it to sound more like a horn, and being jealous of piano players where they can let notes ring out. That's where it led me to getting into delays and stuff.
Or in the case of the freeze, where you can actually just hold it.
That was, when that came out, that was just that little simple thing. I've been waiting for that, where I can play one chord and then play another chord right on top of it and stuff. And
kind of digressing a little bit back to when you were talking about, distortion and sustain and sounding like a horn. I think about like Rambler, right? That record.
Well, there I was using that Roland. There was a couple years there where I was using that Roland GR300. Is that what it was? It got to the point wait, this is not even the guitar anymore. And I just wanted to get back to just playing the guitar.
How many DL4s have you owned?
A lot. I love this thing.
What about this Catalan bread pedal? Where did that one come from?
Oh yeah, those guys are making really cool stuff. It sort of reminds me of a Rat, that thing, but it's kind of really extreme, and it's pretty much just full on. That Strymon, the Flint with the tremolo and the reverb together, the way they're interacting with each other is the closest thing I've found to like a really good amp with the tremolo.
I just have to ask, what's up with the little stuffed animals that you bring out?
They just somehow started breeding and accumulating. I got that one of them, and then someone gave me another one, and then like if I don't put them out there, I'm afraid something bad might happen.
One of the coolest things about your style is that you are all over the place, and it seems like this new record is really like, it's just you having fun with, I mean, maybe deceptively simple tunes, but like...
Oh, they're not that, for me, they're super challenging. You know, you saw us at the soundcheck, we were playing Bonanza.
Yeah.
I've been hearing it my whole life. I mean, that was one of the things around the time when I first was even thinking about guitar, and like, okay, I'm gonna try to play this, and it's like, wait a minute, I can't. But there's a lot of music we're playing, you know, from these films and TV it's definitely not easy for me to play. It's personal to me, you know, it's the memory of when I saw that film or where I was, have so much association with all this.
Well, there you have it. That's Bill Frisell. If you don't know his music, you absolutely should. You should buy Rambler and everything in between up to the new record, which is called
When You Wish Upon a Star.
When You Wish Upon a Star. You should check it out. You can read more at our blog. Bill, thanks so much for making the time.
Thank you.
Cheers.